Time for some more maths now as we look at the British educational series, Maths Mansion. It aired from 2001 to 2003 for 40 episodes. The show is hosted by Chris Jarvis as he plays two parts, Bad Man and Sad Man. Bad Man is a villain who has locked up a bunch of kids in his mansion and forces them to play maths games to earn their release. Sad Man is quite happy as he demonstrates maths with songs, puppets, and games. So now that we have the background, let's take a look at a couple of episodes. First up we have Not the Great Big Hen. So we get introduced to Bad Man as he says the kids are locked up. He says there is no leaving without learning. We see the kids in the lounge as Bad Man shows off the maths cards, which are the passport to freedom. One of the kids tries to snatch them as he says it is gonna be tough. All of a sudden we get Sad Man as he says he is gonna multiply by 10. He shows off his big hen as Bad Man returns as he apologizes for that other show breaking on through the airwaves. He says if we see it again get a sick bucket. The first two kids are chosen as they introduce themselves. We then get a practice round as they have to make the number on top 10 times bigger than the bottom number. They make 40 and 4 as Bad Man is pleased, he says it is too easy. We then do 600, 60 and 6 as it is very easy. We learn about multiplying by 10. We then meet the multiplier as he moves the number over 1 to the left and adds a 0 in its place. Suddenly Sad Man returns as we get a silly song about the big hen and multiplying by 10. So the kids are ready for the main test, but all of a sudden we are out and about on the street as Bad Man asks strangers to move his digit. They are right to be concerned as they make 80. So back to the kids as they get angry as he makes it harder. They have to times by 100. They make 50,505. The kids win as they celebrate. They get the maths card as Bad Man then offers us a challenge. We got to make the numbers 100 times bigger than the last row. So the top number would be 7 million. The episode ends on that note. Next up we have Get Back into Shape and Be Square. So we see the kids in the lounge as Bad Man comes in. The kids get rude as he says it's time for a brain workout as Sad Man appears. His head is a cube as it looks quite creepy. He changes shape as he becomes a parallelogram. He explains what one is. He then talks about rectangles as he mentions right angles. So back with Bad Man, the kids introduce themselves as they talk about a rhombus. Back with Sad Man now as he talks more about the rhombus as it has all equal sides. He then shows off a square as he says it has equal sides, right angles, and belongs in every club. So we then get a silly animation about the square being able to go to all the clubs. The song is very bad, but it explains everything very well. So on the streets Bad Man is talking to a stranger about four-sided shapes. He asks the stranger if he has seen them as they appear in the background. The stranger says to call the police as Bad Man runs off. Back to the quiz as the test starts. They have to make the shape a parallelogram, then a rhombus. Then the next shape a rectangle, then a square. They complete the challenge and get the maths card. Bad Man then asks us a question about what does the square and rhombus have in common that the rectangle and parallelogram don't share with them. He says to think diagonally, but I can't think off the top of my head what it would be. So if you know, gold star to you. Finally we have pie everywhere. The kids are arguing as suddenly the mole, Decimole, comes out and says no leaving without learning as the kids suggest Sad Man is related to Bad Man. He says it is the last chance to escape as Sad Man butts in and says they are making a pizza pie. He explains the dogs want a bone-flavored pizza, the cats want a fish-flavored pizza and the sheep want some grass-flavored pizza. Sad Man says he has a solution as he breaks the pizza down into slices based on the number of animals who want each topping. He says the bones are the most popular topping as he starts to sing about charts. So back with Bad Man the kids introduce themselves as we get a practice round. We do a very simple pie chart as two kids walk to school, the other two take transport. We then do a bigger pie that is based on 12 kids. We use all the correct fractions as we get a song about how the kids get to school. It is a strange animation but it shows off what a pie chart is. On the streets, Bad Man leads a bigger bunch of kids to make a pie chart as he adds bikes to the mix. So Bad Man has the final question as he asks what fraction each slice is equal to as they complete the challenge. They get the maths card as they are free to leave the mansion as Bad Man asks one final tough question, but in fact it's quite easy as the answer is 1/12. The episode then ends. Overall, Maths Mansion was a good and funny show. It was very educational with its focus on maths as it taught a different topic each episode but still tried to have that little element of being funny for children to understand the topic. Chris Jarvis was very good in both roles and overall I really like it, so it is a must-watch. So thank you for watching. If you have any TV shows you like to see me do, put them in the comments.